In the last video, I talked about all the different equipment that goes into a commercial boiler room. So what I'd like to do over the next month is take all that equipment and make individualized videos, getting into some detail on each one and what it does to make it work. So for a boiler system, the first step of that would obviously be providing water to it. So the water softener skid would be the first stop in the video series in making it function properly. So this model that I'm showing here, this 9500 series softener, is one that I used not too long ago. So I do have experience with that one. Worked out pretty well. But I want to go over the detail of it. But before I do, I want to talk about, the water softener. I feel like a lot of people use the word, hard water or water hardness, and I don't know if it's common knowledge as to what exactly that means, but like water hardness, water hardness is derived from calcium and magnesium minerals that are under the Earth's surface. The minerals are found on limestone deposits and are the source of the hard water. So the amount of hardness in a water supply is dependent on, the quantity of calcium and magnesium present and the length of time that water's been in contact with it. So that can obviously be dramatically different from source to source. So, if you were to build a home in the middle of the woods and you wanted to use well water, obviously you'd want to take a water analysis on that water so that you could figure out what water softener system you need to get that hardness down. So the degree of hardness increases as the concentration of calcium and magnesium ions increases, and it's measured in grains per gallon. So each of these water softener systems go by grains per gallon and also GPM flow. So the softener that I'm showing you here has special resin beads in the mineral tank, and those beads are used to change hard water into soft water. So the surface of those beads are covered with sodium ions, and as the hard water enters the mineral tank and comes in contact with the resin, an exchange of ions takes place as dissolved calcium excuse me, and magnesium ions cling to the resin surface. And sodium ions take their place, softening the water. So it's ion exchange is that process. So over time, the sodium ions used for the exchange process do become depleted and must be replenished. So a lot of these softeners, you'll see two cylinders because as one gets replaced, the other can still function with the water treatment. This softener has a regeneration process where the brine solution tank, which is over here, that's the black cylinder there, has a brine solution that enters the mineral tank and it drives off the collective hardness ions and replenishes the surface on the resin beads with more sodium ions. This process is automatically initiated by the control valve on the mineral tank over here. So when that brine solution backwashes through that controller there, that just gets run to a drain. So your water softener skid, you're always going to want near a floor drain for that flushing process. So now from a flow standpoint, we're going to be bringing in inlet water to get softened, and then you're going to have outlet water that you're going to be used to be your makeup water or your system feed to the boiler. So our domestic cold water service from the street comes in here. We put a filter strainer in there, and then it goes on to the softener system, gets softened, and then it is safe at that point to be put back into the boiler. So in summary, the water softener is critical for the water supply to the boiler feed system.